Okay. Sorry, punch my microphone. Didn't get to do it again. So the odd creature atop the rock, seeing that there appears to be more near it, well, it doesn't really do anything different except now instead of shrieking, it rakes out its claws, and just they glow almost, or I guess almost like negatively glow with a black energy as it reaches out, and then with its second hand, it also swings at Thame. So, Egg.
Yes.
Your armor. Oh, good. You guys did do it. Awesome. So the black hand just like rins into you and sinks past any armor and just pierces all of the little gaps, and you can just feel again just like the overwhelming fear of death overtakes you. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Damn.
You're able to withstand it through sheer force of will and just a desire to live.
Egg's eyes get very wide.
You take 4 damage, and then Thame, as its claw streaks across your flesh, just ripping wounds open, but thankfully not glowing dark energy or doing anything bad. You take 8 damage.
Okay.
And then you have the initiative.
Creature
I'm
ended
stunned,
its turn
right?
in range of the orb.
Okay. So, but I mean, tell me what that does.
No, it's another dexterity save
Oh, okay.
if it's within 5.
And then it just does the same damage. So, okay. All right. Not quite able to escape the flames this time. You see that they lick up against its flesh again. Again, they smolder and sputter as they come into contact with it. Same.
I mean, I'm stunned.
Oh, make the Constitution saving throw.
Right.
Okay, you are no longer stunned. And then Egg.
All right. Egg is now he can see. Everything's great. He's gonna pull out his
Life is good.
his adamantine glaive and slash at this thing.
Okay. That does hit.
All right.
Nice.
Your glaive cuts cleanly through the creature's flesh, severing an arm. And just
Now, yeah.
no gore and no blood. The arm just falls to the ground and crumbles to dust.
It's very excited about having severed one arm, so he goes for the other one.
Okay.
But that one.
Unfortunately, the
You have
creature
your
sees
blessed
the.
roll, don't you?
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
plus-
Yeah, not a D4.
Unfortunately, the creature sees the attack
Plus
coming.
my precision attack.
But despite seeing the attack coming, years of martial experience allow you to lean in and alter the path of your swing ever so slightly, as you perhaps miss the arm, but just cut deep into the side of the odd entity, the monster here.
I will then use the butt end to bring that
Well,
around and
You
go
need
for
to roll
its
damage
junk.
for your second attack.
Oh, right, that one.
This one bisects the creature. You don't even need to do your butt end.
Okay.
As it falls in half, just
Gotcha.
the immediately crumbling to ash and dust as the rain just pounds it into nothing.
Yeah. After it disappears, it does like a stutter step and just bashes the ground where it was.
Okay.
Just like, is it gone? Is it over?
Okay.
Well, that's the end of his turn.
Okay.
And then Egg's day is ruined because he's within 5 feet of the orb. So,
So
he
you
needs
need
to
to make
make
a
a dex
dexterity
saving throw.
All right.
What is that about? Is it anytime you
Oh,
attack?
nice.
He's near the orb. He ended his turn near the orb.
Oh, okay.
So you
He
take
takes half damage. Are we rounding down?
yes, always round down.
Okay,
So I
4
take
damage.
4.
Make that another 5 on top of it, so 9 total damage. As again,
Okay.
you feel the rent of death, very similar to what you felt as the creature attacked you, but just so overpowering that you're not able to resist it.
So I'm like, he's very thrilled, and then he gets blasted. It's like, ah! Yeah. He's looking
All right.
very tired.
This creature like lumbers purposefully toward you. Just let me see. Okay, so that's good. Lumbers towards you purposefully, just as it rounds the corner. That stench and reek of death and decay is just overpowering to the point where it assaults all of your senses. You feel like you can hear death, you can taste death, you can feel death. And as it raises a fist and just brings it down, swinging hard at Thame, just the night seems to stop. Even the rain feels slowed as you just can't perceive anything other than the malevolent dread of the faceless husk of a creature with its mouth agape and rotted flesh.
It's moved within 10 feet of me, right? So that triggers my.
It just moved within within 10. It hasn't moved through or anything, so I don't know if that.
I think it's
What
to
it-
10, and I get a.
So what? And just pop the ability up.
Yeah. I think. No, that's not. It's this one. Sorry.
When they
When they
enter
enter my
your reach.
reach.
So yes, so you can use your reaction.
So I will attempt to attack it.
Um,
Plus the.
D4.
You are able to pierce the creature as it rounds the rock, and sink your glaive into it.
I just like kind of like lunge with my glaive past Thame as I see it, just like instinctively like ah.
Okay.
It's your version of the itchy trigger finger,
Yes.
Yeah.
just thrust in everywhere.
So as its fist slams over the head of Thame, despite having been cut by the glaive, it deals 13 damage. So the force of its fist comes down, and then just again that reeking, malevolent force you just feel pass through your body. It like runs through the circuitry of your chi, and you just feel again that dread. It's Chain. You have the initiative.
All right.
So you can see the creature from where you are, right? Yes. So make a Constitution saving throw.
Plus a D4.
Thank you. Okay.
So the creature locks eyes with you, and you see 1,000 deaths and more. You see your own death. You see a
Again.
future death, a death that you haven't felt, one that you're sure will come, and just your spirit is racked with psychic energy, and you take 22 damage.
Good lord. All right. 22.
So what do you do? There's-
Jesus. Let's go. I assume I am no longer hiding in any way, shape, or form.
You are now in bright light. There's no cover.
Yeah.
You could try and hide behind a tree and use that as cover, but you'd have to move behind the tree, or
Yeah, that's okay.
you could try and get behind the rock. I mean, use the terrain. So the rock is difficult terrain getting onto it, and then it's fine moving over it. So it counts as 2 squares whenever you go onto it.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, you're still
So
fine.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's all I
Okay.
need.
Mhm.
And I'll just attack it
Sure.
with both my swords.
Okay.
So. I assume that's a hit.
That is a hit.
And I'm going to use my quote-unquote sneak attack because there is an enemy of it within
Yep.
5 feet.
Mhm.
So I get an extra, where is it? 3d6 damage.
Dang.
And then... So that plus 3d6.
You should just put that as one of your attacks. Like instead of your short sword that's on there, like put one that's like short sword sneak attack so that you don't have to add it all in there.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That makes sense, yeah.
You can have like 40 different attacks in that bag. So so that's 8, 14.
Those are good
that's
rolls on that.
22.
Yeah, they are.
Double check something. Okay. So that's 22.
Yep.
All right. You sink your short sword into it. The flesh meets you with some sizable resistance, and you feel as though, despite the sharpness of your borrowed blades, they aren't doing quite as much as they should have. You still have your bonus attack.
I'll
if
go
you-
ahead and attack with the other one.
Okay.
If that's not
That-
a hit, I'll roll
that-
bless.
That is a hit.
That's just a flat 6.
Yep. Okay. Same thing here. Despite the pinpoint precision nature of your first attack would have slain any mortal man most likely, but the second is a more blind slash, and as it cuts across the skin of the creature, again, just that resistance and feeling as though like you're dragging your sword through clay almost. Also take 5 damage.
God damn it.
All right, Madam Beldam, you have the initiative.
Okay, I'm gonna type out one more question here for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alrighty. I will go ahead and that orb over there as a
Okay.
bonus action.
Okay. So I have to dex save, right?
No, I'm not charging with it. No. I'm trying to find which of my spells doesn't hurt other people around it.
Please.
That's why you play
Please don't hurt me.
That's why you play Evocation Wizard. Then you can nuke with abandon.
That precision.
Yeah. Okay, let's use fancy new spell. Ugh, that's bad.
Is
Chromatic.
that 9 to hit? Is that 10 to hit?
I'm gonna use a lucky point and oh, good fucking lord!
Okay.
Let's use another lucky point.
Technically have a bless.
You're rolling great
Yeah,
here.
keep using that bless there, bud.
14.
Unfortunately, your chromatic orb whizzes past.
Lame. All right.
Are you staying where you are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pedal in. Let me check here. Yep. Okay, so make a Constitution saving throw.
Put a 1d4 on that, I guess. Oh no, I'm not blessed. Haha. There it is.
Okay. You feel the call of death. However, you are able to shrug off the effects before they reach internally and rend you any further or cause any real harm.
Yeah. Okay. So bring my hands together like two fists. I'm gonna make a downward motion in front of me like I'm yanking on a great big rope, like a big heavy rope.
Mm-hmm.
As I cast charged Toll the Dead
Okay.
on the creature. So
Mhm.
make a wisdom saving throw. Spell save is 15.
Okay.
On a failed throw, it's 2d12 of damage.
Okay. So roll your damage. You see that the necrotic energy of as you toll the dead seems to almost rejuvenate the creature.
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything, but
What have you done?
It seems that as you toll
had to
the
try
dead,
something.
the creature answers the call, looking up towards you in the same glowing orange eyes that you saw before, and you swear if it could, it would be smiling, and it lets out a howl, not entirely unlike the shriek of the creature before, though certainly not as dangerous.
Well, I think I've done enough.
As you end your turn, you feel your flesh like in many places feels like you've begun to rot and decay. Take 5 damage. Fame.
yeah.
As you begin your turn and the creature looks at you, you'll need to make your Constitution saving throw.
It doesn't matter either way.
Oh God. Well, there you go. Fame falls limp to the ground.
Oh god.
Make a death saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say when I punched in this encounter, it said that it would be easy to medium.
A likely story.
How does it look? How's
I mean, it looks
feel?
great now. I mean, as rejuvenated as a rotting death creature can be, it's awfully spry. Are you making your death save?
Yeah, sorry.
That is 1x. Okay. Egg.
Uh-huh.
The creature locks eyes with you. Make a Constitution saving throw.
I like how it's just in turn looking at all of us.
All right, you are able to shake off the feeling of death.
It just stares deeply.
Mhm.
Grits his teeth.
Egg, please
Take
help.
damage? Or no?
No.
No, you
Okay.
can.
Cool.
Egg, please help.
Egg moves here. And
Egg.
he's ready to, slash
Does he
and go down fighting.
Does he get a flanking bonus?
No.
Considering it's between a flame,
No.
me,
No.
and Egg.
No.
Nope.
Even if we were playing with the flanking optional rules, he doesn't have anybody over here.
It has to be like completely
Mhm.
surrounding.
Yeah. Well, you have to have somebody flanked with you. So like he doesn't have anybody, so he wouldn't. Get a
Oh,
flanking
I
bonus.
see. Would I?
If we were using the flanking optional rules, possibly.
Yeah.
18 hits, as does 21.
Mhm.
Crazy how that works.
Okay. Your
Slash at it.
Mm-hmm.
Do my extra attack. It's just slashing all over the place.
That hits. Huh. Okay.
I will then. Egg is just going all out and use my action surge to attack
Okay.
one more time.
Okay.
Bless
I will. Well, first I'll add bless, and then I'm going to use precision.
Unfortunately, that D4 is
Yeah.
Yeah.
even with precision, your third attack sails past the creature.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to use second wind.
Okay.
I can't. I just looked it up. It's either a D8 or D10. I can't remember. 1D10 plus level. Okay. Does that get a bless? I don't.
Well, your action surge. You take one. Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. You're good. You're good. But no, that's not an ability check. So.
Yeah. Okay. Level 5, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I gain 12 life.
Okay. So you cut into the creature once, pivot, stab into it a second time, swing a third and miss, and then just bolster yourself, and through sheer heroism, your wounds begin to knit themselves back together.
Ah! Both fists clenched, wide stance.
The creature, seeing or feeling that it is potentially taking the life of another, rather than focus on killing either of the two of you, will instead attempt to feast on the life force of Flame Rage. Make a death saving throw.
That provokes opportunity attack because of Sentinel.
Okay.
Good roll.
Nice.
So I roll for that.
Okay,
And,
that's a hit.
Just out of curiosity, is death save a saving throw that Bless can perk on?
Yes. I
Really?
think so. I mean,
it's
what
it's a
is?
saving throw. It doesn't
Yeah.
specify.
But it's a
it just
death
says
save.
throw.
But it's still a save, and that's what Bless says.
All right. If it says
Um,
save, then fine.
Attack roll or saving throw.
Okay. Good enough.
Just so y'all know.
So what did you death save last time? Oh, okay.
It was too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I
alright.
see it, as Egg sees the monster going for Thame, he
Mm-hmm.
swings out again.
Sure. This time.
Wide
biting
eyes
a
and
bit
wild
deeper.
abandoned.
Okay. The creature seems, for the most part, unfazed and ignores, despite the glaive like literally rending through it. It's almost single-mindedly on this
Mhm.
focus of devouring the life energy of the creature that it felled. And then it gets burned. Okay. The flames scorch and lick at it, and like just the smell of like cooked spoiled meat it assaults the noses of anybody within 5 feet of the creature. Oh, also, I did not have you take your 5 damage for ending your turn next to it, Egg.
Oh, so I took 5.
Yes.
There we go.
And then
What?
Chain has the initiative. Broken chain.
Immediately covers his eyes.
Okay. So your eyes are covered, but
Damn.
you have disadvantage on attack rolls against the creature.
That's so worth it with how much damage it did.
You gotta say I'm surprised nobody else tried it.
No one else has had to face the 20 some odd damage that it did. Yeah, I'm gonna swing with one of my swords at a disadvantage, but with the sneaking bonus.
Okay. That
Plus,
is a
plus.
hit.
Okay, cool. Damn, that's awesome. I didn't expect that.
Okay.
So yeah, that's with the 46
Yep.
plus 3. Yeah.
You cut deep into the neck, or where you presume the neck of the creature might be, as it is in fact quite hunched over. And you're pretty sure you feel bones splinter beneath the blade. The creature wobbles for a moment, but remains standing.
And I'm gonna have to turn tail. I can't survive too many of those turn by, or like the 5 damage a turn bullshit. So I wish you luck, Egg. Can I well, what would it
As
look
a-
like if I were to grab?
As a bonus action, you can disengage.
That's the
but...
plan.
Okay.
What would it look like if I were to grab Thame?
Do you
run.
have the strength to carry him or drag him?
What would I need? I mean, I'm not very strong.
How much do you have?
8.
I
So -1.
You could probably drag him, but it would, you'd be moving at like quarter speed.
Oh, yeah, let's do this. I'm mingle with the winds on him. Where I more or less get to use the wind to levitate him.
Okay, can you like pop that ability in chat so we can read it?
Yeah.
And cast levitate spell once they require no material components. You will gain the ability to cast this way with rest. Constitution spellcast ability. Okay, but like, so you're casting levitate, but that still requires some sort of action. And you've
Oh,
already
that would be an action, wouldn't it? Right.
Yes.
Damn. Alright. Shit. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to piece. So that's 10.
Going to use its reaction to swing at you.
I disengaged.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, yeah, I meant to say that.
Mhm.
So that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. Take 5
I
damage.
hope you
I
I hope
thought
you find a nice bush, Chain.
Yep.
Okay. Madam Beldam, you have the initiative.
Okay. No more targeting, since that seems to go poorly for me. Okay, I will point a finger gun in some direction over here that will not hit my allies. I don't want to count out 20.
Right.
Yeah. And then fireball.
Here. Okay. Oh, well. I'm guessing that's a charged fireball. And let's see. Oh, you incinerate it.
Yay!
So the ball of fire emerges from your fingertips and flies through the air. And the air, like the rain as it hits it, you just hear the sizzle and crackle before it lands in the clearing or on the path and just detonates. And as it does so, it illuminates the area brightly for a moment, and you see the creature just like well illuminated. And as the fire fades and your vision returns, nothing is there. Just boom.
And everybody breathes a little bit easier.
Well, except for the dead one. He's not doing a lot of breathing easy. Dying, I should say.
So I'll go over here
Mm-hmm.
and to do supercharge something or other. Healing word. Supercharged healing word makes it a d6 instead of d4.
I just collapse.
Mm-hmm.
So I heal Thane for 8.
Okay. Fame, your eyes flutter open.
I jump up on my feet and like get in a like attack stance,
Mm-hmm.
and then notice nothing's there.
Okay.
We got it.
How bad is everybody hurt?
Oh.
It seems like everybody's fairly hurt.
Yeah.
Well,
like-
most people are sporting wounds of some of some kind. If you primarily took damage from the aura, then your flesh is just like blackened and dead in certain spots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about half dead.
What about that like stare that she gave?
That's just you witnessing such psychic trauma that your soul attempts to leave your body.
All right,
Yeah,
feudal
nothing-
position it is.
Nothing too bad.
Yeah.
Other than Thane, everybody's either half or better.
Oh my god, no.
No?
Not even close. I am hanging on to life.
Despite having died already, just witnessing 1,000 more of your possible deaths has just shaken you.
I'll go ahead
Nick just
and
smells some of the
lay a
rotten
hand on
flesh on his
Chain's
arm.
shoulder.
Sure.
the-
Like, Chain, you feel like if you were to have a violent poop, you might die. Just like, you're pretty sure your soul wants out.
Okay. So 5 extra hit points.
Hmm.
From the madam.
Yep.
Thank
You
you.
can go take that poop.
I can go take that
Well,
poop.
if everybody wants to gather around for a second, I can heal everybody a little bit.
Just
Well,
inch
just-
my way.
Just consider as well that you guys are still able to do a long rest or at least
Or even just a short
rest.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So maybe don't, if you're not going to long rest, if you're going to short rest, don't blow all of your spells.
Well, are we?
You guys hadn't finished a long rest, so you're still eligible for a long rest within these 24 hours. So it's up to you guys as a group.
I can
Let's-
do with one.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to walk over to this horse and look at it.
Sure.
I want to point out that if we had just stayed at the campsite and not run into the woods after strange things that we couldn't see.
I want to point out treasure was never found sleeping.
I want to loot.
You're a monk.
Yeah.
Okay,
Are there
so
looting opportunities?
I mean, you tell me. So you go and you check out the horse, and you see that it has a like a natural woven saddle on it. It's not like leather, but it's like some cloth and just various bits of string and like cork for a bridle.
Okay.
And it has a single saddlebag on it, and inside is a much smaller satchel filled, well, not filled, with like 3 or 4 little scrolls and missives, all sealed with familiar wax faces.
Yeah.
Or-
Okay.
That's a pixie's horse.
Yeah. Kind of what I was figuring too. Okay, I'll hand over all that stuff to one of the magical ones. I don't care who
Sure.
takes it, but one of them should have that stuff.
Okay.
Other than that, the horse is just like ripped apart, basically. Still.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Both of its eyes are missing, but like its eyes and tongue are missing. Part of its chest is just caved out and missing a leg.
Well, that's horrific.
Yeah. It's a pretty gruesome sight.
Hmm. Can I tell from the footprints on the ground which way it was traveling when it was obviously attacked?
You can certainly roll survival and check.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's been raining, and so the tracks are mostly masked. You aren't really able to tell
Mm-hmm.
clearly.
Sure.
And it looks like it may have been dragged over to this rock based off the gore.
Mm-hmm.
Egg pokes through the dust of the 2 defeated creatures to see if there's anything left there.
Basically, once the rain hit them, they just dissolve.
Mm.
Okay. Can I just do a perception check to see if I
Sure.
see anything else?
Yeah. I mean, do you guys...
Investigate the area.
Okay. Tell me, what are you investigating and where?
I was kind of walking around between where we fought them and the horse and just seeing if I notice any signs of
Sure.
betrayal or anything or anything else that might have been dropped.
So, it's a pretty decent perception check. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Oh, thank
So,
God.
like you're as you're looking through the area and like you think you spot some tracks or maybe something near the tree itself, and you think that like with survival, it looks like something with small feet may have tried to run towards or maybe underneath that fallen tree across the middle of the path.
Mm-hmm.
I tell the others, I think I found a trail. Something small ran this way. Possibly whoever was riding that horse.
Hmm.
Well, should we press on, or do you want to see if the pixie is still in the area?
I think we should look for the see if the pixie's still here, but maybe we should finish our rest first. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. It's still night.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because all this went down during third watch.
Yeah. And this probably was only a couple minutes, like real time.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not even.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Because
guess
you
we could at least check under the
Yeah, that's a
Tree.
good idea. We could check the
outside
area.
of that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go. I'll look.
Okay.
Oh,
So
hey.
Chain and
Can you see in the dark?
Chain and Egg, the 2 men who can't see in the dark, begin to
Uh-huh.
poke around looking for.
I will step
Uh,
back
but-
and let someone who can.
I'll use a
night
torch.
vision.
Okay, so Egg lights a torch, and Like it's a wonder he was able to see anything. You know, the perception and survival checks were miraculous, basically, seeing in the dark. But as you begin to search the log, you can clearly see what looks like large ruts and gouges going underneath to the other side, where maybe something crawled or was dragged.
I'll go to the other side of the
Yeah,
log.
we'll just go to the other side and look, I guess.
So Petalin ducks underneath easily and is the first to be greeted with a gruesome sight of a young girl just torn apart.
Oh, fuck.
They're both of the arms are gone. You can see that something has just like rent her neck, and so her head is lulled over to the side and just barely hanging on. Like the spine even has been eaten away at. She has a cloak, and on her belt are a couple of small pouches. One of her legs is just like missing below the knee. The other one seems to be mostly okay, but her lifeless eyes are just agape with just dread. The last expression frozen on her face.
I'll reach down and close her eyelids.
Okay.
Check her pockets.
Madame Bellum shouts from the tree in the distance.
Shooting a scathing glance back at the madam, I will reach into the pouches and see if there's anything of worth on her belt.
Two of her pouches are quite heavy. Another one just seems like it has a couple of small knickknacks in it. There's a feather, a wooden cube, and just a small white disc. The two heavier pouches are tied off with cord and wax sealed.
I'll put the two sealed pockets into the satchel with the missives,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll keep the little white disc. It's
Okay.
like a little fidgety thing.
Cool.
What about the cube and the feather? Are you just keeping the whole pouch, or just the
No,
disc?
I hold them up to Thame and see if he wants the cube or the feather or anything.
Yeah, I'll just hold on, I guess, to both of them. I'll put them in my pocket.
If we come across any of the other pixies, they might want these as keepsakes of her, if
I
they
know.
knew her.
Other than what I already talked about, she's got some like shredded traveler's clothes and doesn't appear to be holding any weapon.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna
So-
take anything like that.
What should we do with the body? Because with all the wet wood around here, it doesn't seem like we can burn it.
Well, I for one don't really feel like sticking around here too much longer to try and bury her.
Under the tree. The fallen tree.
Yeah, can we?
Should I just push her back under there?
Basically, yeah. Just to keep
Oh,
it
it
out of
says-
sight.
It's as good as a burial as we can give her for now.
So
Agreed.
what are you guys taking from her out of the stuff? Just the 3 bags? Anything else?
Just the 3 bags from her belt. We're leaving the 2 sealed ones sealed,
Okay.
Hmm.
and then we're taking the feather and the cube and the disc.
All right. So you're like what, wrapping her in her cloak and just pushing her back under there?
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay.
But wrapping her cloak around her so that it covers her head and face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, little one. Well, are we going to press onward, or are we going to take another stab at another rest?
Rest, I think.
Rest?
Hey. We should finish our rest.
Okay.
Depends on the spellcasters, I think.
Well, I think it depends on whoever's hurt the worst.
We should finish our rest.
We're all pretty... yeah,
Yeah.
we're pretty hurt.
Cool.
I mean, we can make it a short rest. If that's what we want to do, too. Just use some hit dice.
No,
Mhm.
just sleep. I'm good with sleeping again.
Alright. So we'll go back to where we were. And just do another rest, I guess.
I can take the next watch because I haven't taken a watch at all.
Right. Mhm.
I will stick with slot number 2. It seems to be working pretty well for me.
I mean, yeah, we can stick to the order. It doesn't matter to me. either.
I should probably take first rest since I was uninjured,
All right.
And probably someone who
or first watch.
see it.
Yeah, so I'll take second, and then we can just move around the rotation for whatever we need.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing a long rest for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's probably wise too.
Okay. So going back to long rest at camp.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm ready for my sweet, sweet nightmares. Dying.
Were any
Okay.
of the visions that you saw of being stepped on by a giant?
I saw all of them. Saw all the ways.
So some of them were good.
Being
Yeah,
stepped
like-
on the giant
like-
was the best one.
See, I told you.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So back in standard watches, I guess.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think lizard sleeping through the whole thing. Or chain.
Yeah, you are lizard.
I am lizard. Forgot who was the player and who was the character.
Okay. So, first watch goes rather uneventfully. The night is quiet. The rain patters down. There is an overwhelming feeling of peace for at least a couple of hours. The sun begins to rise as the watch comes to an end. Who is up next?
Me.
Okay.
Egg.
Okay.
Grab a drink real quick.
So, Egg, during your watch, make a perception check. So, during your watch, you spot what looks like a spectral figure emerging from the woods. It wipes its spectral brow with an arm and then sits down near where it looks like it holds its hands out to maybe warm them at a fire that you can't see.
I watch it intently. It's just really paying attention, making sure it doesn't step on us or anything, walk into
Sure.
us.
There comes a point where it steps away for a few moments, heads back the way that it came, which coincidentally enough is off towards the south. And then as it gets close and sits back down at the fire, you see it wrap what looks like maybe a blanket or cape around its shoulders, and then begins to fidget with something in its fingers, though again you can't really see what it is.
I make sure I can keep an eye on it.
Sure. Your watch comes to an end as the morning grows longer.
So
Am
I'm
I up
looking up.
next?
Yeah.
Alright.
So I let you know that I saw the ghost fiddling with something in its hands. Maybe if this is a memory, then maybe that person had something of worth at some point. So maybe keep an eye on the ghost. I'm going to sleep.
Before he goes to sleep, I turn both of our backs to the specter, and I pull the little silver disc out of my pocket, and I show it to him. Was like, "Do you dare me to show this to him? What if it's the ghost of the little girl?" You know what?
Is
You
the
go to
ghost-
bed.
How tall is this ghost tall
Everyone's
taller
taller
than,
than me,
than a
so
girl?
How
So
tall are you,
me?
Egg?
I'm normal height. I don't know. I think I have it written somewhere, but
Like between 5'8" and 6 foot? You're human,
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So between 5'8" and 6. Okay, yeah, it's
So say
around
6
your
feet.
height.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think that's the ghost of a
Child.
pixie. Yeah.
Alright. Oh. We'll start my watch then.
Okay. Throughout the watch, it looks like it just, it leans forward towards this. invisible fire and rocks back and forth a little bit. Pulls its invisible cape around its shoulders and breathes into its hands. It's clearly it looks like it's cold. Eventually though, it stands up, looks off in the direction down the path, the direction that you're going, and then just takes off in a sprint the other direction. After maybe 20 or so feet down the path, it winks out and you can no longer see it.
Whew. That guy's starting to give me the heebie-jeebies. I do not follow the figure.
Okay.
Good hits.
Continue my watch.
Sure, your watch comes to a close.
Who's next?
I mean, I can do it.
Okay. Go and wake up Thame.
Okay. Thame, you awaken for your midday watch.
No, I just put my back up against a tree or something, or just
Sure.
like my pack. I just kind of watch
The watch-
the horizon.
The watch passes by uneventfully. You may begin your day moving towards the mountain pass.
Has it stopped raining after this rest?
No.
Alright, well, I'm gonna start with the mage armor.
Should
So we
we
get our-
go and try and bury that girl properly now that we have some light?
I'm for that.
Yeah, I
it
nod.
worked. We all slept.
Yep,
Yeah, everybody's good.
we're all
Everybody
back to
gets the
normal.
benefits of a long rest.
Hmm.
Which means that if you need to make new portent rolls, you can. And then, all right, so you guys head back down to where you had pushed the pixie underneath the log. As you get there, it looks as though perhaps some predators have come by through the night and early morning, and the body is no longer there.
That's a shame. Are you good to go?
Yep.
Let's go die at the hands of some giants.
Yeah, let's get out of
Or
here.
rather at the feet of some giants.
Yeah, it's pretty clear that it was some sort of basic predator that came by just based
Sure.
off the tracks and things like that.
Mhm.
It makes sense.
So as you guys head out, you're going to have a short day, so you won't be able to get as far as you might have otherwise. But based off the information that the Druid Guide gave you, you're fairly confident you should be able to reach at least the entrance to the mountain pass by nightfall. Is there anything else that you have planned for the day, or anything else that we need to discuss through it? I guess as a fourth day, since you guys took an extra rest, Rumble, you can uncover another spell from your book. So that'd be another D8. One, two, three, four. That is blur. Okay.
How many
So
do
if-
I have remaining?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 left.
Lovely. All right.
So, you guys travel on the path mostly uninterrupted through the day with the sun above you and what you can presume to have been the pixie eater slain. It appears as though nature has returned to a more natural course. So, it seems most predators or creatures of threat are loath to stay on the path, perhaps through some learned avoidance of Grills and his wardens. You can clearly make out some mountains in the distance towards the top of the trees, and based off of years of pathfinding and factoring and adventuring on your own, you are fairly confident that despite the rain, you will reach at least the base by nightfall at the pace you're on. The day passes, nightfall begins, and just as you get to a gravelly slope that leads you upwards into what looks like the mountains, the sun sets behind you. So, my question for you is, do you want to push further into the mountains themselves and look for shelter, or do you want to try and just kind of make base camp here, at the entrance to the mountain pass.
I feel like going.
Agreed.
But we don't have. Not everybody has dark vision.
That's true. I did forget about that.
It's hard to set. It's hard to set up through the mountains if not everybody can see.
Also,
Can I
if we
just say
can't,
I'm very thankful to those of you that don't have dark vision because I feel like darkness should be an inhibiting factor in adventuring.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it just seems safer. We
Mhm.
we kind of gotten a sense that creatures are staying off the path, so
Sure.
staying here, well, where we kind of have a knowledge of the area makes sense to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I agree with that, actually. That's good.
Good
Okay.
idea.
So just off the path, there is a small, looks like encampment of trees. There is an old footpath that leads in that direction. That looks like you could use that as a makeshift camp for the evening. You probably definitely don't want to just sit on the mountain path,
Right.
especially if you guys are in giant territory now and are aware that it is an active war zone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you want me to scout her about?
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll wait here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to follow him about 50 feet behind.
Okay.
So if I hear it, I'm going to... If anything is, like, suspect, yell out and I'll come run in.
That way they know where I'm at. Got it.
Yeah.
Before you guys go, I'm gonna boop the both of you with a little guidance,
Boop me.
just in case.
Oh.
You are welcome.
Okay.
How much scouting can he practically do when he can't see in the dark?
It's not completely dark yet, right?
I mean, the sun has just set.
God, I hate not being able to see at night.
Do you need a torch?
You should have.
Ruins the point of sneaking.
Oh, well,
I mean, if that was the case, any one of you guys can scout about.
It'll be
fair
fine.
enough.
So which direction are you scouting?
Am I still scouting?
Whoever is scouting, if they're scouting.
I mean, if it's too dark for me to see, I'm not going to scout. There's no reason.
Okay.
Well, I thought we were just going down this little footpath to the encampment.
That's-
of
yeah.
trees there.
Oh,
Yeah. That's
oh,
what
yeah,
I
yeah,
thought we were
alright,
doing.
well, let's do that.
Okay.
I was going to actually scout around the campsite area.
I mean, you still can if you want to.
Like I said, there's no point if I can't see. So yeah, I'll go ahead and light a torch.